this video, we are going to talk about error assessment using intensity analysis. Intensity analysis was originally designed for analyzing the transition matrix of NAND change. But here, we use intensity analysis to analyze the confusion matrix that describes difference between reference information and NAND cover map. We will illustrate the procedure by assessing the errors in a map of a suburban site in the USA, which is Burlington town in Massachusetts. The left image is the reference map and the comparison map is on the right. We generated the reference data by visually inspecting each of the points to determine NAND cover category. This is the confusion matrix of the entire study area. Here we focus on the category Bell-Sawyer to illustrate the principles. The top row shows off-diagonal entries that are commission of Bell-Sawyer and omission of non-Bell-Sawyer categories. In this confusion matrix, the entry for omission of gross is larger than the entry for omission of wet, which begs the question, is this simply because the reference domain has more gross than wet, or is this because the omission of gross is more intense than the omission of wet when Bell-Sawyer is committed? Intensive analysis can answer this question in detail. Firstly, we calculate the uniform intensity of confusion with Bell-Sawyer's commission. It is a ratio where the numerator is the commission error of Bell-Sawyer and denominator is the size of non-Bell-Sawyer on reference map. And then we calculate the confusion intensity of gross with Bell-Sawyer's commission. The numerator of this equation is the error of gross omitted to Bell-Sawyer, and denominator is the size of gross on the reference map. And also, we can calculate confusion intensity for other omitting categories. We create this chart to visualize the calculation results. The red line represents the uniform confusion intensity, and the length of each bar represents the confusion intensity of each omitting category. It shows confusion intensity of gross is greater than that of deciduous when Bell-Sawyer is committed, which answers our questions. For the omission of Bell-Sawyer, the left column shows off-diagonal entries that are omission of Bell-Sawyer and commission of non-Bell-Sawyer categories. We see that the commission of gross is larger than the commission of coniferous, which begs the question, is this simply because the classified map has more gross than coniferous, or is this because the commission of gross is more intense than the commission of coniferous when Bell-Sawyer is omitted? Intensity analysis also answers questions by this following step. Firstly, we calculate the uniform confusion intensity with Bell-Sawyer's omission. It is a ratio where the numerator is the omission errors of Bell-Sawyer, and the denominator is the size of non-Bell-Sawyer on comparison map. And then we calculate the confusion intensity with Bell-Sawyer's omission. The numerator is the error of Bell-Sawyer omitted to gross, and the denominator is the size of gross on the reference map. And we can also calculate the confusion intensity of other committing categories. We create another chart with those calculation results. The red line represents the uniform confusion intensity, and the length of each bar represents confusion intensity of each omitting category. It shows that commission intensity of gross is greater than that of deciduous when Bell-Sawyer is omitted, which answers our question. Furthermore, if we combine these two charts together, we are able to find more detailed situations between each two categories. For example, the confusion intensity of gross with Bell-Sawyer's commission is beyond the uniform intensity line, and this indicates Bell-Sawyer tends to be misclassified into gross. In second chart, the confusion intensity of gross with Bell-Sawyer's omission is also beyond the uniform intensity line, which indicates that gross tends to be misclassified as Bell-Sawyer too. By combining these two pieces of information, we can say that gross and Bell-Sawyer tend to be confused with each other. To summarize our method, the advantage of using intensity analysis for error assessment is that we examine the size of each confusion relative to the size of each corresponding category, and we are able to find 4 detailed situations between each two categories and their internal relationships. More detailed information and a free program can be found on the Intensity Analysis website. Thank you for watching this video.